Secure it. In the pistol basis, the taps come through the USPs. Roy trying to hold one against the player out towards Firebox. Slave will drop Mr. First casualty. 5-on-3 being held by Fnatic. Zipex does find one trade. Fasher is also low HP. So Fnatic now stacking towards the A side. Might try another bomb plant from here as Fasher does get overwhelmed.
And now getting that bomb down, open towards CT. It's all about the wraparound in from stairs.
And there's Lino Mezzi in with a shot against Blame F. Zipex comes up good. Mezzi with a second tap to the 1 versus 2 now. Zipex holding his nerve.
Just the idea that there's no SMGs for Fnatic in the second round.
So Roy charging straight into mid control. Got potentially 2 players to receive. One close, one back at TV. But with no utility support as of right now, he's going to wait for his teammates to form up. Meanwhile, there is another play from Astralis that could capitulate. The whole mid defensive is being watched by FaMas. Roy tempting FaZe, seeing ahead, getting blamed, following suit with a double up. Now turning back towards that underpass. Does not get much more than the kills, but niko. Astralis have 2 players that also have the best experience. Again, when I talk about the history that these 2 teams have, Astralis being the best of the best, Zipex and Glaive. So many majors between those 2. Niko, however, try to put some of his own talent on the board. No majors on his part, but still appearances. And of course here in the Elisa Masters could still be the trophy winner. Fnatic keep finding their form. Already finding their form, of course, during the major. Here with a chance to win it all in the Elisa Masters. Smokes being set up. Roy leaning forward with his M4, trying to hunt for Glaive, and he gets the kill. The openings are constantly going the way of Fnatic here.
And it's all Roy. Again, it is out towards his main position this time. Now he can put some counter utility, try and cancel any quick pop, any quick reaction towards an AXE.
AK's on Fasher watching. Zipex hiding behind the smoke, just going to wait for it to clear up. He's got the bomb on his back. And Astralis will wait for the exit to come through.
Now, similar signs to Big and 500 with the opening few rounds of what we're seeing here. Fnatic outclassing right now with these opening picks. Nikodos back towards the AWP at Ticket.
And those smokes, flashes over, Nikodos, shots on, not quite connecting. Fasher barely away from the Molotov here at Dark, gets his kill and doubles up for it. Escapes seen amongst the fire, now trying to hunt for Blame F next, who does get a trade back, but it's a 4-on-2 for Fnatic here. Nikodos, smoke ahead of him at the Ticket booth, re-smokes on towards the site itself. They'll try to get the bomb down here. Christo leads the charge, does find a pick, that's all important.
And Roy's going to try and do exactly the same. Bomb could get denied, but no, Blame F's there for the security.
It's a massive frag for him, 2-on-2 now being found by Astralis, Pepzor and Mezzi. Catching a headshot in from Ticket, still as the smoke starts to clear, the headshot is found, and Blame F now on for the quadra. Smokes in towards the side, going to try to cover him off as the bomb now gets tapped and stuck by Mezzi. Blame F will not go for the swing, being challenged by Pepzor. Kept away, burst fire, kill comes through, but Mezzi held the whole defuse, did not move for a moment, didn't even have much breathing, it was down. Forced up by the bomb plant, of course, onto the site. They'll look to go. Fasher jump facing it, Ticket, smokes down ahead of it. Blocking off CT spawn from the T side eye. The M4 swing from Roy does not quite get a kill against Christo, but he's done his damage. He gets the headshot through the smoke anyway.
And Christo with the spam. Now the smoke going to come through up towards top of connector. Mezzi's got to try and respond from CT, but it's all behind the util. The bomb's still not yet planted for Astralis.
Minute and 15. And the stall things a little bit here on Fnatic's post-plant positions. The retake's on with the bomb going down. Christo is low and now dead to the hands of Mezzi, finally finishing off the job that Roy had started. Took 2 players with him though, and Fnatic are still very far away from the bomb site.
I think just look for exits here. The money's not in the best of states to just send it forward in a 3v4. It's not worth it either. You think about the idea that you've got an AWP, you've got an AK, look in to see if anyone over-aggresses you, but give that respect forward to Astralis.
Yeah, Fasher can buy, and Nikodos can drop Roy. Pepzor will save onto the M4, and that should be a buy up here for Fnatic in the next round. So yeah, exits make sense. Astralis will get there first on the board. Blind kills from Christo, though I don't think that can be replicated.
No, probably not. That was a nice little double for him. And for Astralis, it's breathing room. You get your first round up, you're able to end.
And an 87, it's not terrible.
Yeah, don't often see Mezzi on the big green. Don't often see double AWPing setup coming through from Fnatic, so something a bit different. Zip, trying to see if he can use that util, apply a little bit more assistance, try and bait some further counter utility out to B.
Smoke to suppress for the time being, and they will force the T-side players to back off. Getting the mid-control from underpass if possible here for Glaive. Astralis, though, down to a slow style.
Smoke off window, try and force Nikodos to reposition, get himself out either to B or back in towards a juggle take. Astralis can put more emphasis forward to connector. That's where Roy's standing.
Molotov's in towards him, forcing him back away from connector. AWP is watching the entryway, so if he re-peeks it, he might go down. Flash to support the position. Take back control and look towards the underpass entrance.
Roy has to try and catch a timing, and there it is, Glaive to drop. Can he find any more? In fact, he multi-frags, looking in for 3 and dropping the bomb.
Maybe Cristo next up, flashbang ahead of it, he takes that shot. Roy gonna dip in aggressive for it, not quite getting the quadra, but get halfway there. Oh, Cristo switches to the AK and now gets niko. Now it's a 3-on-2 for Fnatic.
And try put some pressure back down towards that connector stance. They don't know what's going on. Pep sort of peek out from short.
Suddenly Mistar's all alone, bomb in the open, trying to take a flight back towards jungle. But 20 seconds remaining for him. Fnatic have the crossfire lock. They know exactly where he is now with the footsteps heard. Pepsor swings, gets his kill. And Fnatic bounce back immediately.
And Roy was the top fragger in the server versus Astralis. And for Astralis, it's all about trying to set up the likes of Blame F. Pepsor making an info play, getting very far aggressive, front forward, out there towards the apartments. Roy spotted too.
Incendiary thrown down as well. Throwing Zipex, scattering him and Glaive. Smokes in from the T side as well to block off top con, allow Glaive a little bit of a position forward. Zipex still going to get caught by Pepsor in underpass. 2 more players to find though. He's low HP, he won't last long.
He spots that bomb, that's good information, and now Mezzi's going to have to try and slow down this B play, and because that counter smoke comes through, they have to cancel, and now Fash is making an info play to Ram.
They're aware of this. Glaive has got a pick back on niko, so now advantage sits with Astralis. Fasha maybe on to catch the bomb carrier if he's not careful. Lean in, Blame F, 4 inches away, looking up towards the stairs. The adjustment's right there. Smoke back down. Second T-side player to deal with. He's thinking of swinging the same.
It's all about timing, trying to get on the other side of the smoke. Cristo on the other side finally catches him.
Advantage back to Astralis. A site also being gained. Mezzi and Roy are so far away from the bomb site. We'll look for challenges outside of connector. But ultimately, a safer plant can come through for Astralis, and they should be set to win this round.
And Mezzi's got to try and pull some distraction, set up this backstab from Roy. It depends if anyone's actually watching out for it.
He's coming in slowly but surely. One player in the open, Mezzi picks him up. Looks in from connector as well, where Glaive is holding from. M4 leans in, spots him now, bursts through, barely gets the frag back. Fnatic are clawing this round from the brink, as Roy wins the double and wins the round for Fnatic again.
Mezzi hasn't died, he hasn't.
Very fast indeed from Fasher as well. Out towards Ramp. Glaive going to give up the fight. That's a kill. AWP also spotted by Roy. The crossfire that they're unexpecting for Astralis running into the meat grinder, and Fnatic grinding them up in hole.
And it's a disrespectful playstyle that Fnatic are bringing. It's on the front foot. It's taking map control away. It's engaging into fights within the first 10, 15 seconds of the round. And what that's doing to Astralis is making them uncomfortable, Jay. They're not getting that respect. They're not getting the room to take map control, to slow the round down. Instead, they just find they're just having to take duels all the time.
Mistar and Zipex now just left to try and pick up the pieces. 2v5 for them. Flashed in to try and get Zipex a bit of an angle. But seeing nothing of the aggression of Fnatic. They have the bomb on their back at least, so they could rotate to the B site. That's a good call to make as well.
And Fnatic are going to have that internal time up, because look at what Mezzi's going to be able to do. Get aggressive, try and hold that crack angle up towards their top mid. So as soon as they get into TV, he's going to spot it.
Takes the shot. Trying to stall for time at this stage. Incendiary thrown down. And there's his first death of the game. Mistar, however, revealing positions alongside Zipex. That bomb backed up, 40 seconds. And they're stalled.
And the only way they win this round is if they keep baiting mistakes. Zip and Mister to play off one another. They're hoping to keep driving Fnatic forward. Can you bait them to get hungry?
The problem is they're not. They're backed up on the sites, playing defensive, knowing that they just have to lock it down and they'll win the round. Maybe the B site would be the most exposed position, but the Shox are not leaning there, having seen some resistance in mid, thinking there might be a rotation involved. Counteracted by Fnatic in the end, and now 13 seconds to go for the execution. Mistar flashing in ahead of jungle. Zipek's going to drop in towards Dark, dealt with by Roy. Fasher follows suit with the crossfire. And in the first 9 rounds of the game, Fnatic will win the first half.
And it's a very similar signs to what we saw previously in that matchup against Fnatic and 500.
It's all down to the second half, of course, for them. For now, they've got to suffer with a broken buy. Hero AK here for the T side.
Yeah, it's going to be the BXE, try and get themselves out of the gate. Roy spotted nothing towards the mid control. Mezzi out towards the archers. He's got Pepsor with him towards the short control.
Flash is coming in for Glaive. 2 of them out and about. Mezzi going to get caught by at least one of them. Pepsor turns away, and both players still get the kills anyway. Cristo, Zipex, Mistar down. AK dropped out of the round. Glaive, last man standing. All 5 alive for Fnatic.
Has breathing room now to reposition, get out towards market, think about a wallbang. Overall, even Pepsor can focus his attention back towards short now, knowing that there's no follow-up in the apartments.
And Astralis thinking there might be an aggressive play in towards the ramp control. Meanwhile, Mistar's going to creep up towards it. Nor do they know it's not Ram that sees the aggression, it's actually Palace.
Glaive Got to try and think about a way of where Astralis can start bridging holes in this defense. Fasha to make an info play out here in Palace. Something that we saw Roy doing a lot in Connector and the likes of A-Main.
Minute on the clock. Christo to lean in with that AWP, backed up alongside Zipex and Glaive.
Unorthodox set up towards B2 and even the orb strikes.
Smoke on to suppress them as well. Incendiary ahead of it. Nades also down towards the center of mass. That'll be pretty chunky onto Blame and Glaive. None awares of the player that's also sitting back towards ramp. Might still get flanked in by Fasha here.
You can see the way that Roy's even repositioning, getting out towards CT spawn from Market. He might actually read this from Blame F.
30 seconds to make that move now. Astralis losing players and losing time. Pepzor and Nikodos get those kills. There's 2 left on the T side. Blame F and Mistar leaning forward as Mistar falls and Blame's in a 1-on-5. Might even get any damage here for Astralis. You start to wonder how much they have left in it. There's 1 AK falls already.
Nikodos already spotting what's going out. No one checking the likes of Sandwich. And Fasha makes it a couple. And Blame F and Christo, the last couple, trapped towards that ramp control. AWP does get baited.
Doesn't quite land the second shot either. HE sent back towards ramp though. Nico comes down to 12 HP. Is back up ahead of him though. And surely it shouldn't be much more here from the T side line, especially with that Galil still holding. Blame F taking damage. Christo's been tagged. Both players should be found out soon. Flash forward. There's 1 Deagle shot. Rotations are inbound.
And Christo's just hoping for a repeat, hoping that there's a slight adjustment forward. Even that Galil to look out towards jungle.
Roy responds. Blame F now known, but has breathing room on rotation. The bomb's on his back. He's on his way to B.
And you start wondering here for Fnatic, when do they start to move? Who's going to be the first player? Is it a Pepzor? Is it a Roy? And Blame F going back in towards mid stance. And if you wanted something out of him, this is the round to do it.
Burst through, gets the kill, okay. Pepzor down and out. Roy's also low, but he's going to get towards that B-side defensive from passive. Could still be a fight that Blame wins. 20 seconds to go.
It's all about this first pick, knowing that Roy's down low.
Not looking the right way, seeing him now. Calling in for backup. Roy can't afford to take the challenge. Blame F still lands it. This clutch is on. He's isolated every fight. It's Mezzy versus Blame.
And Mezzy repositioning out towards Market. Blame's going to get in front. The NWP on the other side.
Ideal for a retake. AK seen him as well. Shoulder peeking out to the right-hand side, and Blame now hugs the corner. Mezzy, so tunnel vision in this circumstance, so he'll lean around the corner ever so carefully, ever so slightly. Kit is at least in play, but no utility to try to force the fight out. Makes his way in from Market doorway, swings, and Blame F lands the hit for the Quadra. What a clutch that is.
On their CT side in the last 3 months of Mirage, they're up to 10, it could be more.
Ops up close. Ready in the mid stance. Nikodos looks for a swing, does not quite get his shot. Pepzor, meanwhile, going to lead a charge out towards the apartment. Zipex unawares of it. Nikodos gets his kill, but Zipex gets 2 to return. B-side under siege, and Roy in the corner. Now going to hold his lonesome. Flash against him, still gets a kill. Looks up towards that for a bit more, but Christo and Mistar get 2 on the turn. And Fasha is now alone in from Market. Flashed off. AWP pick for Christo lands it. Damage done to less than half. Burst through against the pistol players. Damage is being done across the board for Astralis. Fasha's backstab though. SMG bursting through. Roy's going to go down. He needs to get that backstab in relatively soon. Fasha engaging against 1 and 2. Looking for the burst through as Messi gets 1. And Fasha mans with a triple. Mows down everyone from Astralis.
Working their way down towards underpass. Players up in top mid. Christo just trying to spot for info.
Scout trying to take face. Does do a little bit of damage towards Mezzy. Good shot to 31 HP. Start for Astralis.
Blame F just jiggling down towards the top of connector. In there with the assistance of the scout striking off.
Roy falling for it. Headshot gain in the mid position. 5-on-4 for Astralis. Fnatic being cautious about this, backing away from the mid control.
Yeah, this is a very uncomfortable round for Fnatic. You've lost your first player, Mezzy's down low, you don't have the best of nades in the world. You can think about smoking off the archers or maybe out there towards market window and just get yourselves into B. The issue is Zip. Zip's very aggressive here in the apartments, and it could be an angle that gets overlooked.
Fasha and Peps will be the first 2 players out. It's a bit more advanced here from the M4. But they do overlook it anyway. Kills found against 2. Nikodos trades it back. That's a 3-for-1 that favours Astralis quite heavily here. Glaive now waiting on players to rotate to the market control. The SMG's still looking for a close-range fight, and that's what he'll get. Bomb dropped, Mezzy alone. Now seen, and will look to fall soon here.
Glaive, what a perfect bait. And what I love in that sequence is the idea that he jump spots Van, because for that...
Positions held in the pistols here for Fnatic. Burst through from Blame F as Roy gets tagged up. 42 HP in his basic eco. Deagle's in for them, trying to do some damage. Oh, but those HEs doing mass amount of work there.
And now Blame F can just start to strike. Everyone can get aggressive out here towards Connector and Short. Pepzor and Fasher have got nothing left for them at all. And these upgraded pistols might just get one kill and that's it.
Does find one more. Glaive also picking up the one through the smoke. Get there first in the half. Got full AKs out this time. And into the mid control, they'll dive.
Oh, Glaive, he starts off the Pepzor and so does Flame F.
Roy down at the hands of the M4. 5-on-3, Zipex now looking to hunt forward of his own right. Spray blinded, catches Mezzy and looks for the next man of Fasher. He knows he's back there somewhere, but where specifically? Ahead at the entryway. AK gets the kill and the bomb can go down at least.
And then they're going to need something special here, Jay. Set themselves up for a 2v4 post plant. They're going to have to start taking duels pretty much instantly. nykytilan bursting forwards. Molotov sent as well towards the market window. Smokes back onto the site. Oh, Christo catches Fasher, so it's out for a full-on 4K. 1-on-4 for nykytilan. Backed up, trying to play for time, trying to catch a gap or an angle to play with. Hearing footsteps, players coming up close here. Onto the bomb site. Wrapping in, Christo checks it. No scopes him. 4 on the trot for Astralis. Now the CT side's coming together. And what a performance coming through from Christo. You think back to Mirage yesterday, 12 kills and 22 deaths. He was the lowest player on the server when it comes to frags. But right here on Mirage, it's been fresh. It's been looking all that more towards what we expect from him. To step into this role, to give us the goods. And Christo's proved it in
health. Sitting pretty nicely for his own part. Astralis, again, just looking to play the suppression game against Fnatic.
HE placement down there towards underpass a little bit early, so it doesn't do mass damage. Astralis have got 2 out towards B, jump spotter over at Van. Even Blame F trying to peer over the bottom of that con smoke, not seeing anything.
M4 holding still. Waiting for it to clear, thinking there might be something on the T side down there, but so far so little has been seen. Fnatic continuing to press forward with further utility support. Flash and smokes in. They concede con from Fnatic.
And this current streak's the longest one that we've seen from Astralis all game so far. Blame F out towards the top of the stairs. nykytilan trying to work with Mezzy out in the mid stance, but knowing that even apartments has been taken, it does leave Short open.
43 seconds, the M4 of Glaive. Not aware where Mezzy could be. nykytilan does strike onto Blame, that's one pick back. Meanwhile, the CTs walk downstairs at the underpass position. Vipex is going to hear them coming in towards that short control. One player and that's might get picked up, but a bomb site should get gained here.
And while Fasher drops, that's info. Glaive going to try and work out, and now the Orb even finds a pick.
Advantage Astralis, they're deep in the site now. Roy's got to get that one strike in, unable to connect the shot though. Christo falls towards Mezzy instead, who creeps around Market to get Glaive the same. Bomb is now on site, should get planted. Zipex, is he going to try to swing out? No, he won't. He'll let it go down.
And look at the player out towards Connector 2 from Pepzor. He's going to try and cut the rotate.
Successful at that with a tap to the head. And Zip now to save his AK because he's got no chance of this retake, not in the 1-on-3. It will be the 12th for Fnatic finally getting their T-side starts.
And that was a hero play coming through from Mezzy. You think about that round being set up, they want to XE out towards B. You got Fasher out the apartments, gets caught, sees Zip in the back. They end up moving towards a short control. They leave Pepzor as a late lurking connector, but Mezzy has to make something happen. He gets aggressive towards that market window, and he comes through with 2 kills that change the tide of the rounds.
Important 12 for Fnatic now, starting off in the second half of this. Does suppress them, but still they charge ahead of it. Zipex spray through, catches Mezzy. That's one pick and a second on Pepzor with Glaive's assistance. He doubles up on the Fasher as well. nykytilan with the AWP pick now. One trade back. Meanwhile in mid, Roy can strike. Zipex is catching the headshot though, and the bomb's been dropped on the B site. 45 seconds for Roy to clutch this. Engaging that first player loses a ton of HP.
Now thinks about a different direction. Try and get out towards Market. Get in from behind. Is anyone going to be watching this?
I think somebody is there on the site. Yeah, Zipex at the market window position, watching his eyes set. Molotov sent in as well. Roy's going to get force forward ahead of it. But Zipex lands the shot first and foremost. 12-9, 3 to the good. Astralis for a headshot. Finds his man, or does he? Mezzy flicks to the head. Advantage Fnatic now.
And now they've just got to peek together, make sure that they fight out towards this connector control. Now Mezzy's been able to jump up in towards window now.
50 seconds. Mezzy has his eyes set. His Deagle backed up here. The smoke's in the way of him looking onto the jungle position. 40 seconds left on the clock. niko's going to set up the hit towards B.
Comes down to Zip, out towards his jail position. Rotates are going to be slow. It's pretty much him or nothing.
Mez's going to have to cut those rotations off as well. Molotov's in, flashes over, dive in for pepzor, caught off by Zipex, who can't quite hold on to Roy. The flash supports in to keep him blind. Mezzy finds blamef in mid. Meanwhile, Fnatic up by 2 players, B site gained, and well, Astralis are out of there.
And what I actually really like of what Mezzy's trying to bring when it comes to the creativity on T-side is lurking before the bomb goes down. Think about how many of these site hits we've always seen someone in connector, or someone in window, or someone flanking in palace. It comes down to Fnatic having a lot of reassurance that that site's going to get taken, and they can set themselves up for those late kills.
As Zipex got 2, maybe it could have been a different story. As it stands, it's 13-9 now for Fnatic. Only 3 more to go before they have this map, and Astralis will lose another Mirage here in the Masters event. CT comeback with a patch of ice. We are in Finland after all. Are they as good as Finnish? Astralis starting to fall apart. Money basis completely wrecked. Christo and Mr. the only weapons in play here. A couple P250s for Zipex and blamef as well. Already one of those taken out. Soon that was a jump face in from Van. One player out towards the B site, stacking towards A. Fnatic going to realize that quickly here. Bombs on its way, will go down. Nothing they can do to resist it here.
And this is still okay for Astralis. Yes, okay, it's not the gamble stack you're hoping for, but look at what it does allow you to do. Save your weapons. Allow both of those rifles to be held back into the next round. So, yes, you lose the B site. Yes, you give a 14th over to Fnatic, but you're not losing those upgrades, so you're going to be happy about that moving into the next rifle round.
Yeah, the AWP can't be bought with this money state, even with the loss bonus flowing in. So keeping Christo alive is going to be important. Mistar certainly in his own position in a similar stance for the M4 is going to be valuable for them. It might be worth it for the hunt on Fnatic as a result. Their own money line is a little bit dicey, so they'll opt to go for the save, hold on to their weapons, claim number 14. Close the gap even further to the win. Astralis might have to rest on this next buy here to try and close it down, stop Fnatic from winning the series, winning the map rather.
It might be the series, to be honest with you, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing map 1 comes in like this, I know we do get best of 3s where you do win each other's map picks. It does happen.
Ence yesterday.
Yep. Oh, there he is again.
Aerial.
Towards ramp. The smoke off the front side of jungle. They're going to go.
Oh, there's Mezzy with the kill on towards Glaive. The HG's doing damage, but Mezzy gets a double. Mistar in the corner, though. 2 to line up. Only gets one of them. Roy with an important frag, barely alive at 9 HP. Left the bomb back there. He's going to go back for it. Try and get the bomb down. Look at the HP bars on Fnatic as a whole. The trace can be so good as the kills come in. Mezzy aggresses and gets his triple in. Hopefully for the quadra as the bomb goes down safe here. The AWP posted as well for niko's. For himself on Cloud9 here on Fnatic, leading the charge in both the tactics and the scoreline on his own kill counts. Doing work for his side as Astralis take a ton of damage. Fnatic already working in. blamef is going to get caught first.
A missed up, just working in and around this ramp control. They've got to try and find a response in this sort of one. You're down by 1 already. There's a lot of pace in from Fnatic. Zip seeing nothing with the wrap coming through towards connector.
Mistar tagged a little bit. Be nice if Glaive can grab the rifle that blamef had dropped. Assuming he had one. AK in for Roy, however. Caught by a quick stack in. Crossfire for Fnatic, leads to a 4-on-4.
And now it could be quick. In with the dive. That AWP is being posted out towards the stairs.
Orcs ringing out for niko's. Smoked off here at Palace. The M4 still watching the ramp take. Burst through against Mezzy will do some damage. Count nades will come back. Meanwhile, pepzor taps his way into victory in mid. Christo and Mistar down. Glaive now isolated back at the stairs. Should be detected, should be found here. There's the triple. The quadra maybe even for pepzor. Either way for Zipex, it's a 1-on-4, a quadra that he needs to win to try and hold presence and survival for Astralis here. Smokes in against him, the bomb is down.
And what a performance in map number 1 from Fnatic. And it all drives down, Jay. It all drills from that first half and just how much of a lead they got themselves with an 11-4. Zip, been involved with so many of these nice comeback rounds, but this is not...